Buenos dias. My name is Marty. I am a advanced EMT for St. Mike's Fire and Rescue and a student of neuroscience at St. Michael's College in Colchester, Vermont. For the past 4 weeks, our group has been here in La Ceiba, Honduras, beautiful La Ceiba, Honduras, from May 18th to June 16th, and we've been doing pre-medical work and paramedical work with the bomberos here for the last 4 weeks. I have some questions to answer as part of my review for a broader view and my time here, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So the local broader view coordinator here, Raphael, has been fantastic. Has helped us with anything we could even imagine, whether it's fun and recreation or getting us to service work every day, our service sites every day. He also planned out our time between 2 different hospitals and then worked with us to find the best option of where we wanted to spend all of our time here, which worked out really well because going into it, we were open to many different things, and it was good to see a couple different hospitals and really get a better idea of what healthcare is like here in Honduras. The most surprising thing I experienced during the program was during the vaccination. So the month of May, public hospital employees go out and attempt to vaccinate everyone in the city of La Ceiba. So we worked with them for the first week, just on foot, vaccinating, walking around, saying hi to people, entering people's homes. And what really surprised me was just how welcoming everyone was, and even in the midst of true poverty, where people had nothing, they were willing to give you, a lunch or sit down with you and talk to you, or water, or whatever you needed on a hot day. And that was really surprising and fantastic for me. The most surprising thing about the accommodation is how comfortable it was. You come into a service trip in a different country and you're thinking, it's going to be uncomfortable and, we're going to be hot all the time and stuff like that, but that was far from the truth. Our accommodation always, had a hammock to sleep, a hammock to rest on, and it's in close proximity to fast food restaurants, grocery stores, and whatever we needed, which was surprising to me, and I don't know really what I was expecting, but that is what we got. So the other surprising thing, and similar to just Honduras in general, it's sometimes you forget you're in Honduras. If you're walking down the main street, you easily can be confused to be in America, and there are a lot of similarities which you might not expect coming into a different country. So the most difficult thing we experienced here, I think, was, and this is one of the reasons we chose La Ceiba, is with your medical work you will be hands-on, and for us as advanced EMTs working on the ambulance or working in the hospital, some of us have experience working in the hospital, it's very different. Different's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing, but it's difficult to get yourself in a new groove and learn new things, but that's kind of why we're here, so that's a great thing. The most difficult thing about the accommodation, really nothing. I can't complain about anything. If you're staying with Raphael or anyone a part of the Broader View network here in La Ceiba, you will absolutely be comfortable. Watch out for a little bit of travel sickness. We got that taken care of pretty early in the trip. The most difficult thing I learned about the country of Honduras in general and the city of La Ceiba, just talking to people, is the misconception that Honduras is a dangerous place and not fit for travel, not fit for tourism, and a lot of local people here have suffered because of that, and lack of tourism in a beautiful place is damaging to the economy of a nation and a city in particular. And La Ceiba is a city that can use your help, and it's not to say that it's not a dangerous place or more dangerous than America. Whether you're a teacher, construction worker, EMT, a doctor, you can definitely make a difference here. But you can also be extremely comfortable while doing it, and I know that in the future I hope to return, whether I'm doing service or as a tourist. So for future volunteers, I would definitely recommend packing lighter than you think. Everyone says to pack a bunch of stuff and you'll use a ton of clothes a day. I didn't really have that experience. Packed one carry-on of clothes and a backpack to bring on the plane, and that was fine for 2 weeks. Bring a bunch of scrubs. I never used long sleeves ever. I can't imagine using them, but for hiking or something like that, I could see it being useful. So just one pair of those, some dress clothes. There's a laundromat right around the corner, so don't be afraid to do laundry. It costs around 200 lempire or $8 US. Pack light, leave your scrubs here. Cool. Donations. So we were lucky enough to work with an organization which gave us around $8,000 worth of donations for free. So the hardest part about the donations is getting them to La Ceiba. So if you're flying with an airline that gives you a second free checked bag, definitely consider using one of those checked bags to bring donations. We brought 5 full suitcases, large suitcases of donations, and it worked out really well. They were packed tight. If you want to donate, give us a call. We can definitely help you with that, or give the Abroad Review office a call. They were super helpful in what kind of donations your individual program will need and what people can use. But if you're hesitant about getting donations, you're always more than welcome to get donations here. And in fact, you should plan on it. Hospital administration can provide you a list of what they need right then and there, and Raphael was really helpful in just taking us to where we needed to go to get it all together. The weather, you know it's hot if you're reading this or watching this. Sweating is very normal. Don't be worried about sweating. We got used to the heat ballpark week 3. So, every volunteer should know that Raphael's house is extremely comfortable. And we were a group of 5 people and never felt uncomfortable in the slightest or cramped or anything like that. You should definitely plan on doing weekend activities. We went to Cayos Cochinos and we went hiking in Pico Bonito, the national park here. Snorkeling, trip to Utila. When you're coming here, definitely have the mindset of doing service work, but it's a beautiful place and you can't miss out on the opportunity to see some really amazing things. You got to have the slower pace of life here, the Honduran time. Definitely a great thing for people who operate on the Honduran time. And the last thing every volunteer should know, so people here are very grateful that you're here. You're called a gringo or a gringa, it's not a bad thing. People are grateful that you're doing service, and talking to people is the best way to learn. La Ceiba, Honduras is a beautiful place filled with beautiful people who can use your help. For our group, we wanted to pick a place that we could use our skills as advanced EMTs and EMTs to make a difference and help in any way that we really know how. Not only do we use these skills, but we found out that La Ceiba has a lot more to offer than just rewarding service. The 4 weeks we spent here have been filled with new friends, hard work, and some really thought-provoking experiences. Personally, I feel the 4 weeks flew by, and it was just barely enough to begin to understand Honduran culture, the problems, and the beauty of the nation. Like I said, our weekend travels have been to some of the most magnificent places I've ever seen in my entire life. Cayos Cochinos, Pico Bonito, Utila. Definitely should be on the must-travel list. As an advanced EMT and a neuroscience student, I definitely came out of this experience with a newfound respect of medicine and watching surgeries, talking with patients, and speaking with doctors and nurses here, and learning about the system of how doctors and nurses are trained was invaluable. All in all, I really hope that you choose or have already chosen La Ceiba as your site through a broader view, and I can assure you that you won't be disappointed when you get here. Please, please, please reach out if you have any questions at all. My contact information will be on the site. And because of this trip and this place, I'll definitely leave as a better service provider and a more worldly person. The accommodation, meals, and security, like I said, fantastic. The house has Wi-Fi, clean water, comfortable rooms, a great host family, always take care of us and have fun. My favorite memory about the program was scrubbing into just multiple surgeries and learning. It's something that I really would have never thought to do, from C-sections to some orthopedic surgeries. They're really, really talented staff, willing to teach you and willing to show you what they're doing while they're doing it. And putting our donations to immediate use was a really cool experience too. Same day we dropped off gauze and medications, they were flying off the shelves, and we were using them when we were wrapping wounds and stuff like that, which is a really cool experience. Learning La Ceiba was also one of my favorite parts of the trip. Walking around, talking to people, eating lots of food. If you come, you definitely have to have baleadas and pastelitos. But my favorite memories, of the city, just walking around, learning the city, learning the streets, was just gives me the confidence to return and be home here. The Broader View office is fantastic, and if you have any questions at all, give them a call. I probably bother them with phone calls or emails, and when my mom heard I was coming to Honduras, she probably called them 4 or 5 times too. Yeah, if you're traveling and if this is what you want to do, you want to do service abroad, you have to go through a Broader View. They're hands down the best. And check around the website, watch the videos, read the program reviews, and I think you'll take a lot from it. If you have any questions at all, please, 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 my contact information is here. Call me, WhatsApp me, email me, any questions at all. We found out about a Broader View through a Google search that led to some friendly conversations with people, with a Broader View staff on the phone, and that was it. We knew we wanted to travel with a Broader View and didn't regret it for a second. Thank you, and I hope to see you in La Ceiba soon.